But we are going to be on the mat today, so go ahead and get your mat out, have your water bottle nearby, and then, of course, an extra towel or blanket for cushioning if you need some extra cushion for those knees or those hips, okay? No shoes needed here for this class. It's going to be a nice, powerful 30-minute class. It's going to be fun. We're going to get lots of breath work. Remember, too, with Pilates, it's a lot of breath work. So it's basically you're going to inhale in the nose, and you're going to exhale with force out the mouth with a, and I'll do my best not to do that into the microphone. So we want to do that because it helps to keep that core engaged. Remember, so I want you to let's do a little breath practice here just to start. So take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, push all your air out. Push, 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 like you're wringing those lungs out. You feel that engagement around the midsection, yes? Now bring the belly button in and breathe normally. So that is what it means to engage your core. Also, those really deep pelvic muscles that you utilize, like if you're going to cut off going mid-P, those deep muscles as well. So do that again. Inhale nice and deep. Exhale, push out all your air. Push, 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 push. Hold that belly in and then perform those Kegel exercises. Get that Kegel, like get those muscles nice and tight, yes? And try to do that throughout class. Now, I don't expect you to hold that the entire time, but anytime you think about it, we want to have that engagement, okay? And then also just be aware of how you feel as you go through practice and make sure you continue with that breath in the nose, out the mouth. And then out the mouth again just helps to keep that core engagement for us. Because you notice when you push all that air out, it really tightens everything up, right? All right, my friends, so come on down to the mat. I'm going to turn the music up just a hair. All right, so come on down to the mat. We're going to go ahead and get started here with hundreds. And I'm going to give you different variations. So my hope is that you will utilize this video because I am going to go into a wellness teaching about Pilates and kind of like Joseph Pilates' principles and everything. But these moves that we're going to do today are all of the basic moves. I believe there is 10 of them. And we're just going to go through those moves today. I might add a little extra credit in there for you and show you some different variations. The first one we're going to do is hundreds, which is an awesome way to get your blood flowing and your breath work done, okay? All right, so come on down to the mat. And again, I'm going to show you some different levels. So come on down, make sure those hips are comfortable. All right, head down, neck is nice and long. So lots of options here. So the arms are going to be nice and strong along your sides. And we're going to pump them like they're moving through really thick mud, okay? Now, if you have any neck issues, you can keep the head down if you need to. But if you're able, I want you to come up into a C curve. This is the first level. Second level, bring the feet up. Third level, you come on up and balance on the tailbone. Maybe you come here and you stay seated upright. And then palms are usually down here. Or you can bring the feet up. This is super duper right here, okay? So you choose your level today. I'm going to stay seated, balance on the tailbone for a moment with the feet down today. So nice and tall, spine is nice and long. If you're all the way laid down, C curve. Ready? Arms out. You're going to inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button pulled in. We got 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful job. Rest it out. Good job. Try not to blow into that microphone for you guys. Now, you can be right here. Remember, lots of different levels. You can just be right here, right here. If you're able, come up into that C curve. The C curve is chin towards the chest, eye gaze towards the belly. Nice and strong. You keep that core engagement that we talked about and breathe, right? So those are your hundreds, my friends. Basically, you do those 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out 10 times. Yes? Yes, you got this. All right, my friends, coming into a roll-up. So come on up into a seated position, nice and easy. And we're going to sit on the booty, legs out in front. Now, you can have them all the way down onto slowly. Articulating that spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to the head. And then you can take those arms up overhead. Inhale, lengthen the arms. And then exhale, bring those arms back to the thighs for assistance if needed. And then exhale, chin to the chest, belly engages, and then roll up, okay? So inhale, exhale. So this is a very hard move. This is one of the most hardest moves in Pilates, but you have to get these 10 staple moves down before we can move on into more intermediate moves, okay? So again, take your time, inhale. Let's do this a couple more times. Exhale, roll it on down. Inhale, exhale. Good. And remember, you're starting like you're seated up against the back of a wall, nice and tall, okay? Now, if you want to try it with the legs out, try it with the legs out. Inhale, exhale out the mouth. Inhale, exhale. And you might notice you have a little bit of momentum, which I did there for a moment. You might notice a little bit of momentum with the arms, and eventually, as you get stronger, that momentum will go away, okay? All right, my friends, let's go ahead and come on down, nice and easy. Keep it on down. We'll lay it on down and stay there. Inhale, take those arms up overhead for that big, good morning stretch, just for fun. And then exhale, bring those arms down to your sides, bring those feet to the mat, and then eventually let's bring those knees into the chest. All right, coming into some core Pilates work here. So we're gonna do a single leg stretch first. All right, so from here, we're gonna hold the right knee in, left leg out nice and long along the mat. Now when that leg is out long, you're squeezing the glute to point that toe, to point that leg, okay? Then you're gonna bring that head up if you're able, depending on your neck. If you're able, bring the chin up towards the chest, eye gaze towards the belly. Now, holding that right leg in, inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keeping that belly button pulled in. Good job. This is 4. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Bring those knees in, hug it out, rest. So we take it nice and slow and controlled. Pilates is all about control, centering into that powerhouse, right? All right. Now this time we're going to do that single leg stretch one more time. We're going to keep the left knee in, right leg out nice and long. Come on up, C curve. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Good. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful job. Bring those knees in, hug it out, rest the head. Rock. You can rock side to side here too if that feels good. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop those feet to the mat just for a moment and then take them nice and wide. Let's just do a couple of nice hammocks. Waves side to side. Just a little active recovery here. Alright, coming into what's called our double leg stretch. Okay? Alright, so bring those knees back into the chest when you're ready. Head up, C curve. Alright, now from here, inhale, you're going to extend the arms, extend the legs. Exhale, come back into your ball. Now, you only lower those legs as far as you can with control. So if you take those legs out really low and that lower back comes up off of the mat, you've gone too low. Okay, we want to make sure that that lower back stays pressed in to the mat and make sure not to extend the head back. We don't want to strain the neck here. Good. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good job. Rest the head. Beautiful job. Rock side to side. And then release those feet down to the mat nice and wide. Do a couple of those nice hammock sways side to side. Beautiful job. Feel free to sip your water if you need to. All right, we're going to do something called, sorry, I'm just adjusting my what is this called? Blanket. Just adjusting my blanket. Okay, we're going to do something called the rolling up, okay? All right, so go ahead and bring those knees back into the chest, hug it out for a moment, and we're going to take those hands behind the up, and control to where you try not to touch those toes to the ground, okay? All right, I gotta move the blanket for this one. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so hands behind those thighs. You can even start from the seated position first and try to practice balancing on the tailbone, okay? And try to keep those toes up. Then when you're ready, you'll round up that spine, inhale back, exhale up. Woo, I got a lot of momentum on that one. You gotta kind of try to learn. Good. You can just do this however many times you feel comfortable, at least 3 or 4 times. Maybe a couple more times. Good, practicing, or maybe you just practice balancing on that tailbone. Good job. Maybe one more time. Woo, good job. All right, my friends, let's come to one side. So, again, use some extra cushioning if you need to. I'm gonna come to one side, laying it down, and use that for my hip here. All right, so we're gonna come into, what are we doing? I forgot, side kick. Oh yeah, side kick, up, downs, and then we're gonna do side kick, small circles. I wanna make sure I did the first 10 that Pilates wants us to do, because I wanted to go over those first with you today. All right, so come on down to the mat. You can have the head in the hand, okay, for some support. Now, again, if you have neck issues or shoulder issues and this is just too much, you can always lay the head down, okay? Now, Pilates stance with the feet, which means heels together, toes out. First position for those dancers out there, but the toes on the bottom will be into the mat. Now, if you have any toe issues, that's fine. Just lay the foot down, that's fine, okay? All right, so from here, you're gonna point the top toe. We're gonna do these kicks singled out. We're gonna do them pointed and then flexed, and then we're gonna do them together. I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Pointed toe, nice and tall, nice and long spine, and make sure you're comfortable on the hip. Now you can roll back just slightly to where you're on the meat of the booty, where the booty starts, okay? Here we go. Inhale, up, exhale, squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes together. Inhale, up, exhale, squeeze. Good, you're trying to keep that top leg as long as you can. Inhale, up, exhale, squeeze. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna hold this leg just above the bottom leg, maybe a foot or 2, and let's do some forward circles. Concentrating on the upward portion of the circle, using the glute and that outer thigh to lift the leg. Exhaling on the upward portion of the circle. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Flex the foot, inhale, up, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, up, exhale, squeeze. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Now hold that foot just above that bottom foot, backward circles, reverse. Focusing on the upward portion of the circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Now, point that toe again. I'm going to show you the combination move. Now, you can stick with the singles with the pointed toe or flex. In this case, we're going to inhale, pointed toe up, exhale, flex the foot down. Inhale, point the toe up, exhale, squeeze together at the bottom. Inhale. Good. 4 more. Good. Nice and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Nice and gently roll to your back side, and then you're actually going to flip it on over to the other side. I'm going to flip it over, that way I'm not, my booty's not facing you on the camera. All right, so come on down. Let me move my mic. So come on down to the other side. So you're just flipping it on over, however you need to. Get comfortable on that hip. All right. Rest the head in the arm, or remember you can lay it down if you have any neck or shoulder issues, okay? All right, make sure you're comfortable. All right, Pilates stance with those feet, toes into the mat. The front hand is just here for a little bit of balance, okay? All right, point that top toe, inner side kick, up, down. So here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Hold it just above. Forward kicks, or excuse me, forward circles. 7, 6, 5. Focusing on the upward portion of the circle. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Flex that foot. Up and down. One more time. 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. 2, and 1. Hold it just above that leg. Backward circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Beautiful job, my friends. Nice and gently come back to your back side. I'm just going to flip it on back over. Feel free to sip your water if you need to. Let me double check that I didn't miss anything. We did our hundreds, the roll up. We did, we got to do our one leg circles. We'll do that. We did the rolling back. Remember, the rolling back was the one where we're trying to balance, right? And then the roll up is where we roll up and back, okay? All right. Single leg stretch we did, double leg stretch, side kick, up, down, side kick, small circles. All right, my friends, so let's do, what is it that I missed? There was something that I missed, wasn't there? Oh yes, we're gonna do seal. Seal is super fun, but we're not gonna get there just yet. So come on down, we're gonna end with seal. So we got our 10 moves in with the minus of seal. We're gonna do seal here in just a minute. Oh, and the spine stretch. Okay, so we'll end with the seal and spine stretch, okay? So I'm gonna add a little extra credit from Berta here in the middle for you. So come on down to that mat. Lay it on down. Let's do some bridge work today, okay? All right, so head down, nice and long. Feet are close to the booty, about 2 fist distance apart or so, okay? Arms down at your sides. Inhale, we're gonna do 2 bridges, nice and slow. Inhale, and then exhale, you're gonna peel that pelvis up off of the mat, pressing those hips to the sky. Breathe and squeeze. So you're squeezing the glutes, and you're gently squeezing those inner thighs just a little bit, okay? Breathe. Make sure the neck is nice and long. Breathe. Breathe and squeeze. Breathe and squeeze. One more deep breath. And then nice and slowly lower it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. And then untuck the pelvis. So you gently release to where that tailbone kind of points down. Let's do one more nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale. Peel it up. Good. Now you can progress your bridge here. You can actually roll those shoulders underneath and clasp the hands underneath your bridge if you'd like. You may also come to those tippy toes. As long as you're still pushing those hips up towards the ceiling, that's what matters. Good. Nice deep breaths wherever you are. Those are just options. One more deep breath. And then nice and gently lower it down. Untuck that tailbone, that pelvis. Beautiful job. All right, so now we're going to go into 10 power bridges. So you're going to inhale to prepare, and then you're just going to press those hips up with power, okay? 10 times. Exhale as you press up. Here we go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Hold it up, hold it up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now, little pulses. Squeeze the glutes and release. Squeeze, release, squeeze. Like you're trying to hit those hips to the ceiling. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. And then nice and gently lower it down. Untuck that pelvis and bring those knees into that chest and hug it out. Beautiful job. So when I do, I'll do a wellness teaching specifically on Pilates and how Justin Pilates had it all, had the processes and on how he wanted Pilates to be practiced with you guys. And it all makes sense once I go over that as far as how I did this class. Because those of you who have taken my class, usually it's a little bit, I kind of flow a little bit easier through different postures and poses. So be on the lookout. That'll probably over because there's some other topics that I really want to go over with you first. All right, my friends, coming into a spinal stretch. So nice and gently, take those hands behind those knees creases and gently roll it on up into a seated position. You're going to take those legs out in front. All right, so feet or toes are flexed towards you, okay? Up, seated up against the back of a wall. Arms up, inhale, and then exhale. The chin's going to go towards the chest, belly button pulls in, and you're going to round out that spine, reaching for those toes the best you can. Inhale, and then exhale, stack those vertebrae one at a time, shoulders down and back, head is last to rise. We're going to do that 2 more times, nice and easy, and make sure you exhale without the mouth as you roll down, so that way that core stays engaged and starts to strengthen, okay? Inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, belly in, reach. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. Good, one more time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, roll it on up. Beautiful job. Woo. All right. Bring those feet in, bend those knees. All right, we're actually going to bring those bottoms of the feet together and let the feet fall out. Kind of like a little butterfly stretch. Let's do that first here, shall we? All right, so just holding on to those feet or those ankles. Inhale nice and tall, and then exhale, hinge forward if you'd like. We are going to come into what's called the seal. So this one is challenging but super fun. All right, so it's very similar to the rolling back, okay? All right, so from here, let's do one more stretch. Inhale, tall. Exhale, hinge forward. Good. All right, so now from here, you're going to take those hands underneath the ankles. Okay, I'm going to turn forward so you can see. All right, so with the feet together, you're going to take the hands underneath the ankles. You're going to hold on to the ankles here. Okay, then you're going to bring those feet in. You're going to start to balance on that tailbone. Okay, this is hard. This is hard all by itself. So start to balance on that tailbone, and then we're going to do just like we did with the rolling back. You're going to inhale back, exhale, come back up, and your goal is to try to balance on that tailbone, okay? All right, so feet together, nice and tall. Inhale back. Actually, I need to move my blankie. And then exhale up. You're gonna do this a few times, so practice, have some fun with it, learn to laugh at yourself, yes? All right, find that balance first. And you can just practice the balance alone if you need to first. And just be right here, belly in, nice and strong, and then inhale back. Exhale up. Woo! And try to balance on that tailbone. Inhale back. Inhale. Now, to add to this, when you roll up, what makes it a seal? Arr, arr, arr. Inhale back. Exhale up. Arr, arr, arr. Yes, come on. Have some fun with me. Arr, arr, arr. Good job. One more time. Beautiful job. Now, if you notice, good job, guys. We're going to come on down and stretch it out a little bit before I let you go. But if you notice that some of the rolling backs, there's a lot of spine work with Pilates too. For some of us, it doesn't feel good on the spine to roll out. And then make sure too that you have plenty of cushion too. So if it starts to hurt at all, please stop and make sure you have adequate cushion for your spine, okay? All right, come on back down to that mat. Make sure you got adequate cushion underneath. And then of course when you lay down, you do it with meaning, right? In purpose. Lay it on down nice and slowly. Come on down. All right, bring those knees into that chest and hug it out. Good job today. So we did the 10 primary Pilates moves today with a little extra credit for that bridge work. All right. Go ahead and keep that right knee in, left leg out nice and long along the mat. And then take that left hand on top of that bent thigh. Just bring that bent thigh across the body, coming into a spinal twist. Opposite arm out, T position, eye gaze to that arm. Nice deep breath, settle in. into our spinal twist on the other side. Left knee in, right leg out nice and long. Take that hand to the outside of that bent thigh and then just bring that bent thigh across the body. Eye gaze to the opposite direction. And take your time here. Relax the glutes, relax the lower back. One more deep breath. And then nice and gently come back to center. Bring those knees into that chest. Give yourself that nice big hug. Option to release that forehead towards the knees. Completing your ball, if you will. Good. And then gently release. I definitely want to do a figure 4 stretch with you today. So bring those feet down to that pre-bridge stance, if you will. Let's take that right leg up, cross it on over that opposite thigh, and then bring that thigh in towards the chest. Good. Since we worked on those glutes with those bridges. Good. Hug it in. You can even sway just a little bit to one side and then the other. And just find where you feel that stretch the best and hold there. Good. Option to take that leg up straight if you'd like, the left leg. You can give yourself some ankle rotations, both directions, point and flex. And plus with the kicks with Pilates, if you're not used to pointing the toes, make sure you stretch out your calves, bring those toes towards you. Sometimes you might notice you might get some foot cramps. So just be mindful if you need to relax the foot at any time you can with those kicks. As you practice, of course, gently release that foot down, uncross that leg, take those feet wide and hammock sway side to side. Good. Go ahead and bring them back into that pre-bridge stance. Left leg up, cross it on over. Figure 4, other side. Holding on to that thigh. Now, if you notice that your neck and shoulders get really tense when you reach for the thigh, you can use a strap around that thigh if you need to, okay? Good. Gently sway a little bit side to side, finding where you feel that stretch the best. Hold there. And then you can take the leg that you're holding, you can take it up to the sky, give yourself some ankle rotations, both directions, a couple of point flexes, focusing on that flex to get that nice calf stretch. Beautiful job. One more deep breath, and then nice and gently release it down, uncross those feet, take them wide and hammock sway side to side. Take those arms up overhead, hold your hammock sway to one side, and then switch sides. Really lengthening those arms, and maybe do that again. Woo. Beautiful job. Bring those feet and knees together, and then nice and safely rolling onto your favorite side into a fetal position on your favorite side. Good. And then from here, nice and gently press yourself up into a simple seated position. Yay! Workout complete. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring those hands down through to heart center, sealing our Pilates practice together today. Namaste. Thank you and God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed that.